Welcome to 24/7 Football, arguably the biggest footballing channel in Ashton-under-Lyne. I was going to say England and I just thought I can't. But so we are now on our best moments of football. We're now on our best moments of football 2006, and we are now on to number 8 in our list. So we're getting into the thick of it. Coming up on this episode, it's number 8. It's Burnley's European Tour. No one thought a little town like Burnley, little football club, would be doing a European Tour. Last season, they finished 7th in the league. What an outstanding achievement from Sean Dyche and everyone at the club. This season, we'll get on to this season how they're not performing as well, but they manage to get to Europe. We know quite a few Burnley fans. Ben, what did it mean for the club, and did you think they'd ever do it?
I'd never ever thought Burnley Football Club would be competing in a European competition throughout my entire
That's like Oldham
lifetime.
getting to League One, that, isn't it?
Right. This is going to be the last time on this chat. No, right. It was a fantastic achievement. You got to look at that and just think, how was that? It's up there for me with the Leicester getting into winning the Premier League.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it was just one of those freak
You've got to
seasons.
look at the comparisons.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the squad they have for a start. I mean,
Sam Vokes from.
that's what I mean. You're getting into the top.
Ashley Barnes played
You're
in Europe.
getting into Europe with Ashley Barnes and Sam Vokes leading the line. Like, how has that happened? Do you know what I mean? But Sean Dyche got to take an enormous amount of credit for that. I mean, he's built that team from absolutely nothing. He's just thrown together 11 hard workers, in my opinion. Just not much technical ability.
Yeah,
but you know
you're right.
100%.
Yeah.
And they turned some big teams over, and they picked up points. I think the main thing was they picked up points from teams around them all season. Like, they were just like all the mediocre teams seemed to just.
We drove them away.
Clean sheets were absolutely essential to them getting into Europe. I mean, the defensive record for that year was absolutely unbelievable. And obviously, Oldham boy James Tarkowski was probably the main reason for that. I played Pro Clubs with him once actually on FIFA. I've only mentioned it about 15 times.
No, you didn't.
I actually did.
What?
And he was pretty bad at it as well. But
Spitting out.
Tarkowski, if you're listening, mate, come and have Ben a one-on-one.
1v1 any day of the week. He was living with
Winner
his mum
gets
at
100 grand.
He was actually living with his mum at the time, and he was
okay.
buying his girlfriend a Valentine's Day present. So
Well, it's nice to know
I'll
that
give you a bit of context.
Tarkowski is up at the level that he is now. He's a millionaire, and you still live with your mum. So I think Tarkowski's moved on a little bit.
I mean, he was in Bowland FC, so I mean, he has dropped down a little bit. Let's be honest. Let's have it right. He was in a big club, and now he's gone to a small club. So
Getting back to the
yeah, we've moved away from
about,
that a little bit.
Luke, did you ever think they could do what they did?
No, I think the team that they had obviously wasn't a very strong team at the time. But I think they proved a lot of people wrong with the way they played. They didn't play boring like other teams. Like, you think, they're just defending and counter attack, but they actually played pretty decent football. Obviously, playing from the back and things like that. But yeah, I think they did really well to get into 7th. Obviously now they're not doing very well, but we'll get onto that. But yeah, I think they got like Ben said, they got points from people around them, like, which was crucial for them to get to into 7th. But yeah, it was a very good season from Burnley.
You look at it last season, they beat Chelsea away. Arguably, they should have beat Arsenal twice if the referee didn't have a word in that. Chris Wilson's Barmy Army and all that.
Chris Wilson was
fuming. It's gone a bit different this season. So they didn't manage to get into the group stage of the Europa League, and to be fair, they had the hardest run that any team could have had going into that. So I can see. There's 100% I can see why they didn't make it, but to be fair, for the fans to even go to places like I was going to say Aberdeen, to even go to Aberdeen, no,
to even go to Scotland,
to go to Athens and to go to Turkey, to these places and actually see Burnley win, and I bet they never thought they would have been able to do that. And it's fair enough that they didn't get. For me, I think it's fair enough they didn't get into the Europa League group stages. I think the buzz around the club and for the fact that the fans got to go to these places is outstanding. Going into this season, they haven't started well, and I actually did a public video with the fans at Burnley to see, link in the description, to see whether the fans actually wanted Dyche to stay, because there's a few fans that actually don't want him to stay at the club now after what he achieved. Chris Wilson.
Are you sure?
What do you think about that, if they're going in saying they don't want Dyche at the club?
I feel like they need to think with a bit of maturity, for one.
Yeah.
And think what he's actually done for that football club. he took Burnley on a Europe. It was quite short lived. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but
he took him on a European.
it's more
tour.
than Oldham's done. Do you know what
Exactly. Like the one jealous thing I have is the fact that I see you supporting Manchester City, who at one point were at the same level as us, and now you get to go to Lyon, get to go to Schalke that's coming up. All these foreign countries to watch your football club. I will never ever get that. And Burnley, and I can imagine every single Burnley fan thought they'd never ever get that. But he's got them the complete improbable. So you've got to give him credit. And even though they have had a bad start to the season, and even though some people, as baffling as it sounds, only give him 2 games, only give him 2 games to save his job. He went and beat Brighton, and they do seem like they're on a bit of an upward ascension now. I mean, they got done in the last minute against Tottenham. They arguably deserved a point out of that game. Played very well, but it was just they're in a bad patch. But you've got to have some retrospect and just think what he's done for that football.
I think it's similar to what we said about United. It comes from the top.
Yeah.
They didn't back him after arguably the seventh getting the Prem. It must be at least 200 million.
You're talking a lot of money.
So from all the team, and they can't back him. They get a Vidra. Vidra's a good player, but he doesn't play. And that's it. That's all they got. They couldn't even get Sam Clucas in. So. I think the board have got to take a lot of responsibility for what's happening at the moment.
Definitely.
And that's
garlic out, mate. Garlic out.
So that's why it goes 8th at our list, because I think the fact that Burnley managed to do what they did for the size of the town, the size of the club, it was absolutely fantastic what they did. And I don't think anyone else could have done that other than Sean Dyche.
I completely agree with that.
But going back to what you were saying about Oldham never going on a European tour, and you'll never get that, I do apologise. So if 24/7 ever go European, I'll bring you with me.
Cheers, mate. I appreciate that, because
GoFundMe in the description.
We're going to get a GoFundMe for these poor Oldham fans that are never going to leave it at Oldham or the Lancashire area, and we're going to go see what we're going to go and watch.
Go Belgium.
Somewhere.
Go Belgium again.
Just go Belgium. There'll be some football.
We'll go Belgium for my next birthday.
Pints.
Because it is my birthday tomorrow.
Well, this actually it won't be, because
Sorry, it was my birthday on the 20th. I was 21.
You had a great birthday.
I can honestly say I had a good night. Even though I haven't had it yet.
He hasn't had it, but he knows it's going to be good.
Really good, yeah.
But no, so that is why that goes in at 8th. Leave us a comment below what you think, whether you think we've got the order right so far, what you think about Burnley's European tour, and whether you think Sean Dyche should stay at the club as well.
Can I just add one more thing as well?
Go on. Show your video.
I'm not sorry. I've heard people, Burnley fans in the past saying, look at why have we not backed Sean Dyche? Like, look at Fulham, who spent 100 million.
Yep.
Where are Fulham now?
Yeah, below them.
So you've got even though obviously it's easy for us to say, he hasn't been backed. It's easy to give people a load of money and go, you know what, build whatever you want, buy whoever you want. But you do need that squad harmony, and I feel like if they did sign a lot of players like Fulham did, they've completely lost their squad harmony. The squad from there that they got promoted to the Championship with has been torn apart, and they've thrown all these new foreign players in. So even though he hasn't been backed as much as maybe Burnley fans would have liked, just think, look at Fulham now and just think, do we want to be like that? Do we want to spend all that money and not achieve anything?
Little bit Nigel Farage there, wasn't it?
Just saying.
All these foreigners
coming in playing for our clubs. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to add on the end. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So like I said, comment below. Check out these guys' channel as well, like I've said on every other video. Their link will be in the description. Subscribe to 24/7 Football if you're new around here and you do enjoy the content that we produce. Like the video, please. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. See us tomorrow for number 7 on our list, and it's going to be a great video as well.
It's a cracker.
I'm looking forward to number 2, to be honest.
Don't tune in for that one, I won't bother.
But no, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.